Welcome to another The Builders Extra. Today we're going to look at episode 88 with Nicky Billou that just published the other day. In this episode, we talked a lot about dialing in your message, establishing your value, investing in yourself, among other things. It was a really great conversation. One of the things I'd like to extract from that today is the investing in yourself piece. Now, Nicky, he weaves that into what he offers, right? That's what you should be doing. And he's really good at it. You should watch the episode just for that. But no, he does coaching. He does, on a serious note, he does coaching. He's brilliant at it, and he's got a lot to say. And he takes businesses from where they are today to 2, 3, 5, 10 times 10x their profits. That's his whole game. By looking at helping them with their message, figuring out their story and all that, and helping those entrepreneurs figure out what their pain point is, where they're stuck, and unsticking them. So the investment part of that, right? The part where you're investing in yourself. His take here is that you need to be, now he gave some stories around this and stuff. Definitely check out the episode. But you need to be investing in yourself on a yearly basis. And that means literally monetarily in coaching, but other things like we talked about health and fitness and all that too. You're always, investing in yourself to improve as a human being and in business, specifically in this context, right? And that's something I'm personally always conscious of. Now, I don't go out generally and find expensive coaches or any kind of coach to coach me. I've been approached many times, sometimes niche coaches to coach me on a specific thing, let's say YouTube or podcasting, or in this case, just business in general. So that those things do come across my desk. And for the most part, I understand the value of them, but I also have kind of my own thing in my brain when I'm ready for that or if I need it right now. I have my own plan, and I'm also growing at a good pace. I'm actually in a really good place. So yes, I can always improve in the business areas of things, but I'm not new to business either. I've been doing this for a few decades. But I know to get to the next level, I'm probably going to have to invest in some kind of coaching or help to get my mind straight or to have somebody, another third party, look at my business and tell me where I can improve. I understand that value. What I actually want to, though, turn this into a little bit today is when you don't have thousands to invest in a coach, or you're just not ready for that, and you just need to get, because here's the thing, you need to also just get better at your craft and what you do. So you have to figure out, well, am I going to get better at my business today or better at my craft today? And there's kind of a philosophy I kind of follow, and a reason why I think that I experience organic growth and people seek me out, and we are doing well as an agency. So I have a web design agency. If you didn't catch that and didn't know that, but we're doing really, really well. We're doing this for 4 years now and at a good pace of growth. But one of the things that I do is I do invest in myself, and that's in a variety of ways. Now, I invested in myself just from the experience that I, taking on projects and always learning and working with my team and taking on challenges. We've taken on some really crazy challenges this year. It's been fun. So you learn just by doing, right? But you also learn by investing in knowledge seeking, going to your LinkedIn learnings out there or other sites that offer programs that can teach you courses and stuff that can teach you various things. So courses is another avenue to investing in yourself. And it's also an investment in time, right? So you can invest money or time. That's pretty much anything, right? So if you're going to invest in yourself, you can spend the money on the coaching, on the programs and all this stuff, but you also got to spend the time. So you could balance that by you're not spending as much, but you're putting a lot of time into learning stuff. In my context as a web developer, maybe that's doing personal projects on the side. Maybe that's, learning how to code. So at various stages over my business/career, I've focused on different areas of my knowledge to get better at my craft as well. So that was at one point in time years ago, I was focused just on learning JavaScript and just becoming a better programmer, learning PHP and programming in general. But just working on that also helps your business. The reason why there's a lot of reasons why I might be doing well right now, but one of them I'm pretty confident is a good reason is that I'm good at what I do. And it's not by accident. It's because I'm investing in myself and I'm learning. So I've taken those courses. I've done those things. I've read those books around technology and developing software and all that stuff. So I always have this self-improvement element to what I'm doing. I'm always also reading books on business and marketing. So in fact, Melaine, who was a recent guest as well, we talked about that. We talked about reading books, and she was talking about how important that is for her, the people she coaches, that she makes sure they read at least a book a month. And that's about where I am. I read about a book a month, and I'm always learning about business through that avenue. But I also look at my craft still. I'm not fully formed. I don't know everything. I'm not omniscient, so I have to look at what I'm doing now. So in my business, as a micro example here, in my business, when I first started out, I did everything myself, and I did a lot of front end stuff. I was a front end guy for years. Now I wouldn't get too technical, but that's the guy that makes a website look pretty, right? It does the layouts, translates design to the website to make those layouts, maybe does some JavaScript to make things move around and animations and all that. That was my whole thing. And I did that in a WordPress space. Translating designs to themes. And I did that. I did dozens of themes. I translated dozens of themes, at least as a team, as a whole, well over 100. But that was my whole thing. And then as my business developed, I always tell people this, I started sinking to the back. So it was easier for me to find front end people to do that work and teach them how to do that. And I'm really good at it. So I'm really good at teaching it too. Well, I guess I'm just good at teaching, maybe, because not everyone is. But then I started doing more back end stuff. I was doing features, and I was attracting that stuff too. So I started, I would do custom work that would involve the back end more, and PHP and all that good stuff. So I started doing that, and I started focusing on getting more people to help me with the front end. And then I reached a stage where more people were helping with the back end too, and programming, coding, and all that stuff. So now I have kind of both bases. But what's happened is I've moved even further back, and I'm doing more anything related to the server, DNS, domains, moving websites from here to there. That's my game now. So whenever that happens, anything that we're doing related to web hosting, servers, domains, and stuff falls on my plate now. I'm still doing some of the other stuff. I fill in here and there, or deliver stuff, but more and more I'm doing the actual server admin type stuff, right? So I was just having a conversation with myself this past day, maybe silently, thinking about it. It wouldn't be a bad thing. Now, I have server experience. I used to be a reseller years ago, over a decade ago at this point, where I managed servers and I resold web hosting in various ways. So I learned a lot back then, and then having, launched hundreds of niche sites and couple decades building websites and stuff. I learned stuff along the way. So I know about domains and servers and stuff, but I've learned even more in the last couple of years about DNS and getting deeper and deeper and deeper into it, depending on the project. And I realized, I'm like, you know what? This would actually be a really great area for me to invest in myself and hone my skills even more, as I can manage the front end and back end developers, but I can continue to help out on the server side, which is really, really critical. The infrastructure is pretty critical. So I want to get even better at that. Maybe I need to go find a course that I can invest in and take about, server admin or whatever. There's actually some good YouTube channels out there too that are technical in that area to learn more about the box and everything that's going on there. But so that is something that I'm focused on. And the reason why I want to do that, just like going out and getting a coach, is because I want to be the best I can be. And I want us to continue to succeed as an agency, as a web design development agency that maintains sites, that does custom work and all that. I feel like I can fill that role right now, and I can get really, really good at that now. And so that's what I'm thinking about investing in. And it's not as, I don't have to invest $5,000 in a course. I can get a $40 course somewhere or just get free stuff on the web, but I'm still investing the time. So you invest time or money. You could say, you should be investing $10,000 a year in yourself, on coaching or whatever. You can invest, and every year that should increase. And that's kind of Nicky's whole idea here, is you're always investing more and more into yourself. And as a result, your business should also explode. There's no guarantees though, right? You still have to find the right coach and there's more to that, but for me, it's less about the money and what I'm investing in, or if I have an individual that's coaching me. I feel like I'm pretty good on the business side, right? For me, though, my craft is just as important, and getting really, really good at that. Because what I feel, and the reason why we have organic growth and really good, solid growth, we're probably going to grow by at least 50% this year in revenue. And if I can keep that going, that'd be lovely. But if I can keep that going, that would be great. But big part of that is just because I know my stuff. I'm really good at what I do. I'm good at running a team. So I know my value and what I bring to the table, right? Yes, the pitching, the having the story and the message and all that's really, really important too. But it's also retaining. And, if you spent all this energy, or you spent all this marketing energy and sales energy to get a client that's bringing in $50,000, $100,000 a year for you, as just an example, let's say, but you start to slip on your craft, you may lose that client, right? So, but if I can retain and build at a good pace, I'm happy. So that's why I just wanted to talk about today. I think, as Nicky says, investing in yourself is crucial. It's crucial. I think I was joking with him or somebody. I was joking recently, where it's like some people, it's like they turn 18 and they feel like they're fully formed and they never have to learn a thing in the rest of their lives. This is the way they are. This is their EQ score. This is their IQ. We're going to take that. This is how I think about the world, and I'm never going to change. And they don't. But I believe, as Nicky does and many others that I talk to, that it's about continuous improvement. Kaizen, as they say. You have to continually improve and invest in yourself, become better and better and better. I know that, like I said, I'm doing really well on the growth side, but there's going to be a point where I say, you know what? For me to get, let's say, to this $1 million mark or whatever, I'm probably going to need some other insights that I'm not used, like I've never run a business that size. So yes, there's things that I may need that other pair of eyeballs to look at my business on a high level or even in detail to tell me, Matt, this is how you can this is what you need to do to either speed that up or handle that. So I am not against coaching at all. And I think it's really, really important. But you got to know at that moment where you are now, and you can't also let these other things slip. So it's a balancing act. And it's not just about the money; it's about the time. Till next time, hope you found this interesting, helpful, and useful, and you're wiser for listening in. Till next time. I said that already.